Good to be here. First time for me. I asked Mike to join me on this. Well, I do not drink that whiskey, boys, it messes with my brain. I do not chew tobacco and I do not take cocaine, but I like my coffee. I like my coffee. Fires up my day, keeps my blues away. And I do not smoke that reefer, makes a man become a clown. And LSD will turn you outside up and inside down, but I like my coffee. I like my coffee.
Us Italians like that vino, and those Germans like that beer, and the Klingons drink Rakpuccino, but you cannot get that here. With buzz, that's what coffee does.
Coffee black as midnight, bitter just like life. Cream as white as moonlight, and sugar like a wife. I like my coffee. I like my coffee. As long as coffee's cheap, I don't need to sleep. Mike Latini, thanks everybody. And Barry, thank you for inviting me to play. I've been looking forward to this for a while. A little bit less treble.
Play something.
It's my local hero down by where I live. There's a big old statue of a lumberjack down on Route 9A, 20 feet tall and he's got no arms, but he's always smiling anyway. 49 years he's standing there every night and day. What you gonna do, Mr. No Arms Man, if a giant cowgirl steals your heart away? How you gonna hold her close, my friend? How you gonna hold her chair? How you gonna cop a feel, big fella? How you gonna stroke her hair? How you gonna ease her aching heart, wipe her tears away? How you gonna take her dancing, son, down on Route 9A? He stands outside a tire store, and a kid stands by his feet, waiting for a bus with a girl on board. She's way too tall, but awful sweet. Not a date or anything, just hanging out for the day. Don't look now, Mr. Short Pants Boy, but a giant cowgirl stole your heart away. Don't you want to hold her hand, my friend? Don't you want to touch her hair? You don't know much about copping fields, you don't know much about holding chairs, you don't know much about anything, and you don't have much to say. Are you gonna take her dancing, son, down on Route 9A? think those arms are really there, they're just invisible. The only way to see them is to see what they can do. They can reach me way across the city, make me feel like a tough guy with a smile. Take that kid and straighten out his shoulders, make him feel like a man for a while. They can catch a dancing cowgirl by her dainty giant hand, lead her to a quiet corner of the dance hall, wrap her fiberglass waist in their invisible embrace, maybe cop that feel after all. Well, the kid looks up at the lumberjack stares him down. The girl could be there anytime, and the boy feels like a rodeo clown. He knows he's got to talk to her, but he can't think where to start. Then he feels a giant hand reach down, and he hears a deep voice rumble in his heart. Yes, you are a knucklehead, but smart and funny and kind. Just relax and be yourself, that's the guy she wants to find. All the rest forget about, let her lead the way. Then you can take your dancing son down on Route 980. I think those arms are really there, they're just invisible. The only way to see them is to see what they can do. They can reach me way across the decades, make me think about a kid without a clue, back before he understood what an awful lot of good a talk with a lumberjack can do. Make me catch my favorite cowgirl by her sweet familiar hand, lead her to a quiet corner of the dance floor, make me whisper in her ear, hey, let's get on out of here, take a walk down by the tire store. There's a big old statue of a lumberjack down on Route 9A. Not as tall as he used to be, and he doesn't have that much to say. 49 years he's waiting there, stuck by the side of the road. Lonely days, my no-armed friend, guess that giant cowgirl never showed. I go down to visit him every now and then. A pair of former knuckleheads, a pair of former ladies' men, guys who fall in love with girls who dance the night away, waiting for a city bus down on Route 9A. Down on Route 9A, boys, down on Route 9A, waiting for a city bus down on Route 9A. Oh, it's nice to be here.
Do you have volume on that? Do you have a volume control?
I do?
Turn it down a little bit.
Down a little bit.
Yeah, I have nowhere to go with this.
Okay, I almost never use this.
Play it hard. Okay, thank you.
There we go. Some men gamble all their lives, couldn't stop it if they wanted to, it's just who they are. Some are born to lead the way for the rest of us, and some are born to wander in the dark. My father loved one woman all his life. He always knew she was the only one, and he carried his love for her down into his grave. And I am my father's son. I left home when I was 17, took a bus to Albany, and I made my road from there. I knew my way around a pretty girl, so I could find a spot to hang my hat most anywhere. I thought I was the lady killer type. I thought my wish was every girl's command. And then I found the one who thought about my dad, and I said, well, now I understand. I first saw her on the deck of a ferry boat. Must be 20 years if it's a day. The rain was freezing and the wind was even colder. She laughed out loud and leaned into the spray. She and I were hanging on the rails, the only fools who wouldn't go inside. And once we got to shore, it took 3 days in bed to get each other warm and dry. And then one day she was gone, no reason I could see. 3 days was all we had, and every day it hits me just how gone someone can be. So I called up my father. He said, son, you're just like me. This is who we are, and it never goes away, so this is who you'll be. Now I'm not saying that I stayed away from women. Like I said, kind of know my way around. Still I seem to spend a lot of time on ferry boats, especially when the rain is coming down. So I might spend an hour in your arms for a soft and quiet place to land. But I will never reach for you when the night gets long, and I'll never kiss the palm of your hand. Now I know what you're thinking, and you're not the first to try. But you can't unbreak this heart. It's not broken, it's just gone. That's the reason why. And you might see me in your doorway, and it might be a surprise. But I'll never stay for long, and I'll never say goodnight. I'll always say goodbye. Those 3 days were surely not enough, but they will last me till my life is done. And I'll carry my love for her down into my grave, 'cause I am my father's son. Little booty in the face for me.
Do you have EQ on that?
No.
You don't have any EQ.
Maybe
EQ
just
on.
back it off of the monitor a little bit.
It's backed off a lot,
All right.
actually, yeah. It's not that bad.
Good. Okay. Well, it'll surprise nobody that I have CDs for sale. They're up here, and so this song is not on it. But a friend of mine listened to this one and said, you know, you ought to have a couple songs with the band on it, because it's all me in this one. So I said, all right, and I wrote this song, and so you got to picture this song has a great rockin', cannot sit down type of band. I want to hold you in my arms where everyone can see us, where everyone is smiling and music fills the air, and the world spins around us like we're riding on a carousel. Oh, honey, won't you teach me the polka? We've been dating for a year or two and things are going slow. We get coffee once a week and that's as far as you will go. I am crazy all about you and my heart is full of love, but I don't think you see the prize you have in me. You may need a little shove. So I like to take you dancing and the polka is my style. The ballroom is too fussy and the tango is too wild. The cha-cha-cha is socialist because it comes from Cuba, so we'll work up a sweat to the happy clarinet and accordion and tuba. Because I want to dance the polka, but I really don't know how, so I don't know what to do. I need someone to show me, and I think it should be you. Now the polka is a simple dance, which I appreciate. It's just a thing for people who drink coffee on a date. With your hand upon my shoulder and my arm around your waist, our hearts will be on fire, burning with desire, and our conduct will be chaste. Because I want to dance the polka, but I really don't know how, so I don't know what to do. I think I need someone to show me, and I think it should be you. You could be like Grandma with your crinkly blue-eyed smile. I will be like Grandpa with my bowling alley style. I will get a flat-top haircut, and you can wear a bun, and we will go down to the VFW, and we will have some fun. Because I want to dance the polka, but I really don't know how, so I don't know what to do. I think I need someone to show me, and I think it should be you. I want to hold you in my arms where everyone can see us, where everyone is smiling and music fills the air. And it all will stop when I tap my glass and I get down on one knee. Oh, honey, won't you teach me the polka? a favorite auntie, and she told us about her one night. She in her lawn chair and us in the grass, in the bug zapper's ghostly light. Great Aunt Louise out in Cheyenne, back before people had cars. She dressed like a man, she fought with her fists, and she smoked little black cigars. Our Cheyenne was a town full of horses, and all of them knew Aunt Louise. The only horse doctor in Laramie County, she put their wild hearts at ease. She knew all their names, they came when she called, and they bowed to her gentlest touch. In all of Cheyenne, there wasn't a soul who loved horses even half as much. Great Aunt Louise wrote to Grandma, said, come out and stay in Cheyenne. You're 16 years old, you're as smart as a whip, but in need of a steadying hand. So Grandma went out, she worked like a dog, she followed her auntie around. She kept her eyes open, she kept her mouth shut, and she always wrote everything down. That summer the heat was bad and it wouldn't rain. Rumors were flying around. People were saying a thief had come, trying to steal all of the horses in town. One after another, horses would disappear, and everybody said, sooner or later they'd catch the thief and string him up until he was good and dead. Great Aunt Louise and Grandma snuck out one night in July. They kept their eyes open, they kept their mouths shut, as still as the infinite sky. They came to a barn, and they let out a mare under their steadying hands. And Great Aunt Louise whispered a song, and the horse seemed to understand. Oh, my beauty, run away out across the plain. Leave the bridle and the bit and the man's rough hands on the reins. Others have gone on before, they will take you in. Oh, my beauty, fast as you can, and don't come back again. Well, they caught Aunt Louise in August, and they strung her up high in a tree. Left her up there for a week and a half for other horse thieves to see. Grandma took all the dresses she owned, she burned them outside in the yard. She picked up a piece of flaming red silk and she lit a little black cigar. Oh, my beauty, run away out across the plain. Leave the bridle and the bit and the man's rough hands on the reins. Others have gone on before, they will take you in. Oh, my beauty, fast as you can, and don't come back again. Don't come back again.
One or two.
That means two.
Okay. Well, not two 10-minute ones. Two.
Oh, so I can do 2 20-minute ones.
Free bird. Yeah. Why, your uncles with the drum roll. Your uncles.
Sorry, I haven't been talking to you. Thanks for coming. I remember the first time I heard Bob Marley, summer evening long ago. I was falling in love with my next door neighbor, and I just couldn't tell her so. But she came up to me at a backyard party, said, I kind of like your eyes. And the Wailers jumped out of her father's speakers, and they sailed us across the sky. You and I, we will always, you and I, be together. You and I, hold each other, sailing across the sky. That part comes back. I remember the first time the world stopped turning. I was standing by your side. I heard somebody say, do you take this woman? That was when you became my bride. And we sang and we danced and we hugged our families, and we kissed them all goodbye. And we lay in the darkness and held each other and went sailing across the sky. You and I, we will always, you and I, be together. You and I, hold each other, sailing across the sky. I remember the last time the world stopped turning. We were old and we were gray. They said, people, get ready, there's a train a-comin', gonna carry someone away. So we thought of the first time we heard Bob Marley, when you took me by surprise. And we sat in the darkness and held each other and went sailing across the sky. You and I, we will always, you and I, be together. You and I, hold each other, sailing across the sky. You and I, we will always, you and I, be together. You and I, hold each other, sailing across the sky. Sailing across the sky. I got one more for you. Thank you very much. This has been a lot of fun. There's a gentleman that I've known for a while. I know Barry knows him. I think Mike may have met him too. His name is Gorilla Bob.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure.
And so this song is came from a story he tells, and I won't tell it now because he tells it better than I do. But if you ever have a chance to meet Gorilla Bob, he's a delightful fellow. He is. May you always have a porch with a swing, and friends who come over at night who sing, and hummingbirds at your window, and dogs to lick your hand. May the ocean be a block away, and may you walk on the beach for a while each day and rest your eyes on the horizon. Sink your toes into the sand May you always have a fish on your line, and may you always be a friend of mine. A friend of mine, always a friend of mine. May you always be a friend, always be a friend. May you always be a friend of mine. And with a patient woman for your bride, and a faithful champion by your side, may you always have coffee and a car that always starts. May you see a smile when you shave your chin. May you not be entirely free from sin, and have a strong, happy body with all original parts. May you never have to toe the party line, and may you always be a friend of mine. A friend of mine, always a friend of mine. May you always be a friend, always be a friend. May you always be a friend of mine. And may you be a man of action. May you be a man of elbow grease. May you be entranced by passion and bewitched by peace. I wish for you a sunny disposition. I wish for you a manual transmission on a country road in autumn, on your way to apple pie. And may you glow with a light from within, like a saint in a stained glass window. And may babies love you, and may you live until you die. And as long as the Milky Way may shine, may you be a friend of mine. A friend of mine, always a friend of mine. May you always be a friend, always be a friend. May you always be a friend of mine.